Hi, my name is Teresa and I will be your instructor today for prepositions of place and time. A preposition is a word which usually precedes a noun or a pronoun to show the noun or pronoun's relationship to another word in a sentence. Here are some prepositions of place. We have in, on, below, above, near, far, behind, in front, onto, off, into, out of, around, among, between, and opposite. Let's take a look at these different prepositions of place. The preposition in is used when you are expressing the situation of something that is or appears to be enclosed or surrounded by something else. For example, in a cup. I have milk in my cup. In a house. I live in a house. I live in a city. On means that something is in a position that is physically touching, covering, or attached to something. For example, on the table. The plate is on the table. On the floor. The rug is on the floor. On the chair. I sit on a chair. Under and below have a similar meaning. They mean at a lower level. For example, the rug is under the chair. You will find it, the rug, below the table. Above and over, higher than something else, but not directly over it. For example, there is a picture above the sofa. There is water all over the floor. There is a roof above you. Near means not far away in distance, but close to you or an object. For example, she is standing near the door. He is sitting near the table. Far means from, to, or by a great distance. It's used to indicate the extent to which one thing is distant from another. For example, it was not too far away, meaning the distance was not very great. We are far from the store, meaning it is a long distance from the store. Behind is the opposite of in front of. It means at the back part of something. I put my coat behind the door. He sat behind her. The window is behind the sofa. In front of means further forward than someone or something else. For example, I am standing in front of the class. She ate the food in front of her. He was in front of a mirror. We use the word onto to show movement into or on a particular place. It's related to movement. I stepped onto the stage. The dog jumped onto the table. We use the word off when we are moving away and often down from a place or a thing. For example, she rolled off the bed. He jumped off the cliff. She got off the chair. Into is used, it means towards the inside or middle of something and is about to be contained, surrounded, or enclosed by it. It also has to do with moving and movement and action verbs. For example, she stepped into the garden. He crashed into a wall. Out of means moving from a closed space, or it can mean you are without something. For example, he walked out of the room, meaning he left the room. We are out of money, meaning we don't have money. We are without money. He is out of work. The printer has run out of paper. Around means in a circle, or near, or approximately. For example, he walked around the room, meaning he walked in a circle in the room. It costs around $100, which means approximately. It costs around $100. Or I could also say it also means near. It's near to $100, but not quite $100. I would say it costs around $100. We use among to talk about things which are not clearly separated because they are part of a group or crowd or mass of objects. For example, we are among many people. I work among a lot of nice people. Between normally refers to something in the middle of two objects or things or places. The number 5 is between the number 4 and 6. Mary sat between Tom and Jane. Opposite means facing or on the other side. For example, Linda sat opposite John at the table. My house is opposite the library on Main Street. Let's take a look next at prepositions of time. We use the word at with hours. At 5 p.m., at 12 o'clock, at 7 a.m. We use on with specific days. On Friday, on my birthday, on May 7th, 1964. We use in with weeks, months, years, decades, and centuries. For example, in 2 weeks, in July, in May, in 1970, in 1981, in the 80s, in the 1800s. There are some exceptions. We say in 5 minutes, in the morning, in the afternoon, but at night. We use at for a precise time. We use in for months, years, centuries, and long periods. We use on for days and dates. Here are some examples. I have a meeting at 9 a.m. The shop closes at midnight. Jane went home at lunchtime. In England, it often snows in December. Do you think we will go to Jupiter in the future? It is dangerous to work at night. Do you work on Mondays? I eat breakfast in the morning. Where will you be on New Year's Day? Notice the use of the preposition of time at in the following standard expressions. At night, I see the stars at night. On the weekend, I relax on the weekend. At Christmas, at Easter, these are holidays. I go home at Christmas. At the same time, we finished eating at the same time. Notice the use of the prepositions of time in and on in these common expressions. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, on Tuesday morning, on Wednesday afternoon. We eat dinner in the evening. When we use last, next, every, or this, we do not also use at, in, or on. For example, I went in June. I went last June. Please come back on Friday. Please come back next Friday. I go home at Easter. I go home every Easter. I will arrive on Monday. I will arrive this Monday. Take a look at this picture of a bedroom. Choose the correct preposition. Find the lamp. The lamp is in front of the beds, the lamp is between the beds, or the lamp is under the beds. Which preposition would you choose? The lamp is between the beds. Be, between. The pictures are in front of the beds, the pictures are between the beds, or the pictures are above the beds. Which would you choose? The correct answer is C, above. The pictures are above the beds. The pillows are under the bed. The pillows are at the bed. The pillows are on the bed. Which preposition would you choose? The correct answer is on. The pillows are on the bed. C, on. Take a look at this picture of a family with a mother, a father, a son, and a daughter or little girl. The father is above his son, next to his son, or behind his son. Which preposition would you choose? I would choose C, behind. The father is behind his son. The mother is behind the father, the mother is near the father, or the mother is under the father. Which would you choose? I would choose B, near. The mother is near the father. The little girl is in front of the family, the little girl is behind the family, or the little girl is opposite the family. Which preposition would you choose? I would choose in front of, A, in front of. The little girl is in front of the family. Let's talk about some prepositions of time. My sister is arriving on 3 o'clock, in 3 o'clock, or at 3 o'clock. Which preposition would you choose? The correct answer is C, at. At 3 o'clock. My sister is arriving at 3 o'clock. Dinner is on Friday at 8 p.m., at Friday at 8 p.m., or in Friday at 8 p.m. Which preposition would you choose? The correct answer is A, on. Dinner is on Friday at 8 p.m. There were no cell phones at 1970. There were no cell phones until 1970. There were no cell phones in front of 1970. Which preposition would you choose? I would choose B, until. There were no cell phones until 1970, meaning before or preceding 1970, there were no cell phones. There were no cell phones until 1970. We have a party on Christmas, we have a party in Christmas, or we have a party at Christmas. Which preposition would you choose? I would choose at. We have a party at Christmas. It's a specific holiday or day. Thank you so much for watching this lesson on prepositions of time and place. If you have questions or would like some help with your English, please go to www.masterenglishusa.com and click on the contact page. You can ask questions of any kind and I will respond to you within 24 hours. Thank you again for watching this lesson. This is Teresa with masterenglishusa.com.